Hi everyone, so this will be my first time making an apple crumble. I'm quite excited because I used to have this when I was younger and it was quite a favourite, but no one's made it for me in quite a long time, so it's going to be my first time trying to make one myself. I have a pie dish here which came today, but I might not use that one. I might use the big tray style one, even though that will probably be too big. It depends how much. In the video that I'm following, there's the tray one, but I mean this is just for me. There's no one else here, so. But if it tastes good, then the more the merrier. But if it tastes rather terrible, then it's quite bad. But anyway, here we have some caster sugar I bought today, some plain flour, which I had from something that I made in one of my videos, cinnamon. Now, I couldn't find any Bramley apples, cooking apples. There was every apple under the sun that I could find, every type. Jazz apples, Mary, red leaf, green, berry apple, toffee apples, all sorts, shelves and shelves of apples, but no Bramley apples. I looked in Tesco's, I looked in Sainsbury's, I looked in Co-op, so this might prove a problem, but it might not be, I'm not sure. I did read that normal apples have more sugar in them, so therefore you should put less sugar into the mix. But so I don't know how things are going to work out in that regard. Here I have some salted butter, and here I have some oats, and I used the Quaker Oats So Simple, and as you can see it says 100% whole grain, so I only need 50 grams of that, and I'll have to use the rest of the oats in a more imaginative manner, so I don't want that to go to waste. So let's get started, shall we? Okay, so first things first is to peel the apples. Now I'm always very anxious when it comes to peelers, especially this one. I saw some nasty accidents on Amazon pictures, so oh my. If I take a slow, nothing is happening. What about this way? Okay. Looks a bit brown in there. I've only used this peeler once, and that was for my lemon salmon in the pan. That was amazing taste. It was so lemony, so it might not be for everyone, but I remember smelling the zing of that zest as I was peeling it. This one's not quite as strong, but I did catch some hints of sweet scent at the beginning. Now I don't want to take too much apple off, of course. Also, I don't want to be too careful that I'm reckless in the process. Maybe the trick is just to be quick about it. I really can't tell. I'm a clumsy person when it comes to this stuff. I definitely have had a couple of nicks in my time. The very few times I've even bothered to peel anything. This is very sharp. Wow. Oh, that was the wrong side. I forgot forgot what this was called actually. These are British Braeburn apples I'm using, and I've no idea how well these are going to work in a crumble, how well these are going to cook, but you know, it's my first time. I've got nothing to really compare it to. I haven't eaten a crumble in a long time, and I do miss them being made for me, to be honest. I think we had them fresh apples from the garden actually. We had apple trees back then. Actually, we have apple trees now, but they're much smaller trees. Not sure how well they're doing actually. Anyway, I'm going to skip ahead so you don't watch a whole hour of me doing this, and hopefully I'll have gotten 4 apples nice and peeled for you. Maybe even 5. I have another apple in the cupboard. I might use that. Okay, so it seems I did nick my thumb just a little. As you can see, I put a plaster on it. It didn't seem very bad at all. It just seemed like a little prick, but I don't know. I do feel a bit funny in my thumb at the moment. Oh wow, I can't. It was like just there. So I can't really move my thumb right now. That might make peeling even more difficult. Didn't seem that bad, but who knows really. I just got a plaster right away. It wasn't bleeding out or anything. I did see like a tiny bit of blood, but it wasn't pouring out at that stage. So let's hobble on, shall we? As you can see, I've done 3. Well, I was doing this 3rd one right here. Let's continue. Oh wow, I might just have to keep it in place like this maybe. I really hope it doesn't hit my thumb again. Maybe I should wear some kind of gloves for this. That would be sensible if they did gloves for holding apples while you peel them. Not great. Wow, I can't hold it firmly in place anymore. Maybe I can use my... Wow. Maybe I just won't bother to peel them. Can you do that? Can you just slice them, chop them without peeling? I mean, can't be that bad, surely. Ah! This is going to be a long night, I suspect. It's, I don't know what time it is now, maybe 11:30? Maybe more? I don't know why I decided to make this an apple crumble at 11:30 at night, but here we are. I haven't really eaten much today. I should have done all this earlier. But sometimes you just can't bring yourself to do things on time. This is so dangerous. Okay, I think I'll stop there on that one. Or maybe I won't. Okay, this seems a bit easier to do this way than in the pie dish. struggling a bit with this one in there. I like the texture this gives the apple, those lines that run down. There we go. Don't get too excited then. Wow, this is not what I'm meant to be doing. So here are my badly peeled apples. Now I need to get to the cutting. Apparently need to cut them in half and half again. So I have a new chopping board, so yeah, do excuse that. Okay, that's tough. I'm just going to use this and then half again, I guess this way. I don't know, I feel like this is not good enough. We need to cut out the core as well, so... Whoa, this is tough! These are definitely too chunky. I think I should be cutting out the core first. Ah! Okay, it's alright. I just hit the tripod. Okay, don't cut yourself. Oh. There we go. It's always embarrassing when you cut yourself, isn't it? It's not a good look. Okay, I'll go again through each of them. Maybe I'll cut off this part. And I'll cut off that part. Oh, hazardous. How do they do it? Okay, I'm gonna go through all of this, so be patient. Oh no. Is it me or is already browning? Oops. Oh, it's hard to get a grip on this. Oh no, that's not good. Whoa! Doing somersaults. This one's looking a bit ugly right now. I feel like I'm very close to an accident. Any second now it could come. You just never know. Okay, I'm not sure, but I think I might have just cut my thumb with the knife. Can you see at the top there? Don't see any blood, but wow. I think it might have gotten my nail more than anything, I'm not sure. Seems okay at the moment. Let's continue while we still can. I actually cut the camera off for when that happened, just before. So, interesting timing. How am I meant to... I'll do it this way. Wow. Whoa! How do I get to this? I can't get a grip. How do I cut that core off? Come on. I'm wasting so much. Okay, let's leave it at that for now, I think. Okay, now we cut them all again apparently into smaller pieces, so... Oh, look how brown they're getting already. Here we go. Yes, we can do this nice and quickly, I think. I don't think it really matters how big they are. Probably want a lot of filling, right? Probably don't want them too chunky, but probably don't want them too tiny either. I'd probably guess that small is better than too large. I'm not sure. Maybe it doesn't matter really. I think I still had some of the core on there, but oh well. Oops. I Any more? Here's some big ones. And I think that's good. I guess I need to put the apples in the water, even though I'm going to put them in the pan later on anyway. So, would they even all fit in here? I doubt it. Well, they all seem to float at the top, so I think if I push them down it will be okay. Oh, it's overflowing. That's not okay. Oh yeah, you see? That's not okay at all. Let's just plop our apples into the pan. I'll get the ones over here that I have on the table. And then these ones I had in my beaker. Is it called a beaker? Sort of wet, but now I found out that I need about 700 milliliters of water because I converted the ounces, flounces, what's it called? The US something. Fluid ounce. 2.5 fluid ounces. 2.5 fluid ounces is about 70 milliliters of water. So 73 I think it was. Well, I got kind of a big jug here, so I've got, now in goes 60 grams of caster sugar. And again, that is probably too much because this is for a recipe for cooking apples, which I hear have much less sugar in, so I guess I'll just skip the cream. Here's a little bit of water. Not exactly sure how much it is, but it's less than 100, so here we go. In we go. And here goes in some cinnamon, I guess. Oh! Okay, that wasn't meant to happen, but I guess that would do for now. Wow, nice smell though. I'm guessing the heat is meant to go on kind of low. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, she said to simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. Simmer generally means moderately low, so I don't know what to put it on my electric stove. Maybe a 3, a 4. I mean, it's hard to tell. There's not much water in here to simmer. Look at that water going brown. Ah, yucky water. Okay, so 230 grams of flour going in. There we are. That was about 233 actually. 234 now. 10 grams of caster sugar. Oops, here we go. There we are. 50 grams of oats. That's about 28 grams, so we need another sachet. Oops, I just spilled that on my floor. Well, a couple drops anyway. Drops? Don't know what to call these. They're not really drops, are they? Flakes. 170 grams of butter, which seems to be kind of melted, to be honest. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? This is sweetened butter. Salted butter, I mean. Whoops. Because I read in the comments someone saying some salt would have helped, and I saw someone reply, "Oh wow, it's difficult to get out like this when it's melted." And I saw someone reply that that they used the salted butter, and that's what solved it for them. Come on. That's almost 100. Need 170, please. Seems like a lot of oh wait! I seem to have reached 170, then went down again. Get up! Okay, there we have it, 171 grams of butter also. And now we need some cinnamon, apparently. Now I did put in quite a bit of cinnamon before, but that's not going to stop me now, to be honest. Let's just try and be a bit more gentle. There we go. That's alright, isn't it? Looks quite nice actually. I could serve it just like how it is. Yes. Okay, now apparently I need to mix them all together with my fingers, and I'm not looking forward to this, especially with my plaster on. Here we go, I guess. Oh, icky. Oh, I hope that butter doesn't get into my cut. Oh my. And go! Okay. I can do it. Oh my. Look at my finger. Oh, that butter feels very icky. Let's get some of that. Rub it together. Don't rub it to my fingers unnecessarily. Let's get all of that together. Oh, I cannot see this turning into fine breadcrumbs, if I'm honest. I hope my nothing happens to my apples in the meantime, because I won't be able to do much with my fingers in this mess. The heat's on actually quite low, but I'm a little cautious because she said she had her apples simmering for 9 minutes. Or was it 7? No, 7. And mine's been in the pan for 9 minutes now, but on very low heat. So maybe she had hers on higher. Wow. Did I wash my hands before? Let's hope I did. But it's just me eating anyway, so does it really matter? Okay, it's transforming into something. Need to get some of this off. Oh, I almost took my plaster off trying to get that off my finger, off my thumb. I can smell the apples almost now. How can you almost smell apples? And how can apples simmer anyway? Didn't you mean the water simmering? Because there's not much water in there to simmer. It's not like we're going to see any bubbling apples. Hope no drops of blood fall into this mixture. That could be interesting. Make sure none are like this flour at the bottom. It doesn't seem like a whole lot of breadcrumbs, to be honest, or really that much apples, but maybe when you put it in a plate it looks smaller. I'm not sure whether to put it in my big tray. It's not a tray, but that thing over there, whether to put it in my pie pot that you saw at the beginning. Maybe I'm tempted to go for the pie pot, but it's slightly occupied right now by some apple peels, some apple skins. It's looking okay at the moment, these crumbs. I think they look quite good actually. Might need to give my apples a stir in a minute. That look good to you? Just break up some of these chunks. Looks good to me actually. I'm surprised how this came out. No, my plaster! Did you see my plaster? I think that signifies that I should stop. But looks pretty good to me. See how my apples are doing? Oh, now they're bubbling a bit. Well, the water is. Now I have no idea. It's definitely been here longer than 7 minutes. Probably been more than like double that time now. Only now it's heating up a bit, so I'm not sure. I just preheated the oven, by the way. But of course it's going into the oven, so I don't want to overcook them either. Doesn't really look all that gloopy like like hers did. Only starting to now a bit. That's how it looks currently. And since I've got nothing better to be doing right now, I think I might as well just take them out, and I'm going to put them into this bowl for now because it's smaller, and I'm just going to, I'd rather have a thick piece than a really thinly spread crumb, so I'm going to try it. Hopefully it's not too small. If it is, then I'll try the tray. So here we go. Just pour all of this into here. There we go. Definitely does pile a bit high. As you can see. Look at that steam coming off it there. Looks great. Okay. Let's just flatten all this as much as we can. And let's get that crumble there. There we go. This might overflow a bit. Who knows? It looks actually quite good, this size. Oops. Why does it need to be even anyway? Does it give any benefit? Should I put in more crumble? I've got a bit more. I'm not going to be using it for anything else, so I guess I might as well. Let's fill in this gap here. Okay, let's turn off this heat out. That looks okay, doesn't it? keep going. Almost there. I don't know how to do any fancy designs or anything, so just plain old top, but still looks cool, I think. Ow! Why is this so hot? This pot. It looks better on the camera than it does actually in reality, which is interesting. Not that it looks bad. Oh, I know why. It's the apples making it hot. There we are. That's the noise indicating that the oven has preheated to 180 degrees, and in it goes. It is done. I think that looks pretty good to me, but look at that mess everywhere. But the proof is in the crumble, as they say. So let's get into it. Here we go. I expected it to all come leaking out, but pleasantly it hasn't. Oh no. Oh no. Smells good. Well, it looks kind of liquidy in the... How does that look? So I'm ready to taste. It's not very... I don't know how I expected the apples to look, really. Okay, the apples are definitely soft, as you can see. Well, that one was anyway. I was worried that it might be too hard. That one was good also. Crumble, it's okay. You know, it's not bad. Especially this crumble, when you eat the crumble and the apple together, I would even say it's quite good. When you eat the apple, it doesn't even taste that sweet. I was worried the whole thing was going to taste too sweet, because these are not cooking apples. These are, what were they called? Don't remember. These were called, I've got it here, British Braeburn apples, tangy and crisp, by Sainsbury's. So these were not cooking apples, and yet they've done pretty good. You know, they're not too sweet, they're not bitter. The whole thing's nice. So the crumble is good. Not how I remember my mother making it, however, but it was a long time ago. But it doesn't taste bad at all, and I think this has gone very well. I'm not eating this with cream or anything, which is a shame. I should have bought some, but it doesn't actually need it for the sweetness. It's actually pretty good how it is, so this has definitely been a success in my opinion. It doesn't look that bad either. But I think I did expect it to have a sort of a gooey texture. Like when you see Bramley apple pies, you see a gooey sort of substance. But in the pie dish, as you saw, it wasn't a gooey texture at all. It was just sort of cinnamon tinged water at the bottom. But it tastes great, I think. Well, good at least. Yeah, I think I've done a pretty good job here. So yeah, I'm happy, very happy with how this turned out. So if anyone watched this, then I hope you had fun, and I hope to see you next time. Mission success. I'm not sure what I'm going to make next time, to be honest. Maybe I'll make a pie. Not an apple pie, but some other kind of pie. Maybe a shepherd's pie. I've never made a shepherd's pie before. That would be cool. I only bought that the pie dish today, actually. That was intended. I think that's why I bought it, to make a shepherd's pie. So I think I haven't made a meat dish yet. So if you're looking forward to that, then I hope to see you soon. Bye.